through and gave me back the ones they wanted to. And then the next one was about my wife's details, so I gave them all to them. In fact, my wife's name was on the list for those that were supposed to be attending the interview that same day with me, and I was like, okay, no, she's coming later, so okay, no problem, so I filled in some of the information or gave them the information they needed. Asked for my mom's middle name and stuff like that, and then they left. And then the first person was actually a white woman. The three people that had me go back and forth initially were blacks, and then the last one was a white woman, and she was there, so I was like, oh, okay, probably this is maybe the last final phase. And I had an envelope filled with all documents that they needed, correspondent with me and my siblings, pictures, emails, letters and stuff, that they'll probably always ask for. I mean, if you have it, it's good to have that. So I had that. And she just said, okay, you know what, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Where does my brother stay? I told her. Where does he work? I told him. Where does the wife work? I told him. That where did they live? I told him. That what's my nephew name? I told him. How old is he? I told them, and all that. They asked for my brother's nationality. I told them, and they just said, okay, you know what, please take this letter. This is your letter to come and pick up your document when it's ready. That in 7-10 days or so it should be ready. So you come back, you come and pick your visa and the documents, and it was done. And by the time I looked at the time, it was like 9:50, 9:30 a.m. in the morning. Probably took an hour and a half, and I was done with my visa, and that is actually how I got my visa.
Years of seeking to rejoin the family with the word and the mercy of God that was resolved cheaply. Let somebody know that you are next. Okay, I think I can take maybe two more, so I'm just going to quickly read through this. Exactly a year ago tomorrow, 31st August 2017, we left Nigeria for the United States. My husband and my 3 lovely kids. We arrived on the 1st, same as Gppa altar. And I've been on this altar every night for me, which is morning in Nigeria. And God has been faithful, doing exceedingly above what we can imagine. Long and short, that God settled them, in the state supernaturally and all of that. But our major testimony was that while she was getting ready to record her testimony and send to us that morning, she fell down the staircase in her home. And it was excruciating. Her shoulder was dislocated and all of that. But eventually, when she got to the hospital, her shoulder was put back. But her testimony was that her 8-week-old pregnancy was preserved. Nothing was missing, nothing was broken. God has just been faithful, and she just wants us to rejoice with her and give God praise. Lastly, I'm going to read. Said, good morning, Pastor Goodheart. I just want to say thank you for this altar. May God bless you continually. I have 2 mind-boggling testimonies. 25th of April 2018 is a day I will never forget. My aunt has been married for 10 years, and we've been standing with her in prayer for the fruit of the womb. She had done tests. Her husband has done tests. They have 3 IVF that has failed over time, but it never kept, they never gave up. He said, every time you ask us to pray for fruit of the womb, I remember her in prayer, and I pray in the Spirit. On the 4th of April 2018, which was my birthday, you said we will receive an array of good news. On 25th, you mentioned fruit of the womb, and I remembered her. And as we finished praying about 6:20 a.m., my phone rang at 7:10. She called to say she's pregnant. Yeah, she's pregnant. 3 failed IVFs. The Bible then she continued and said, again, her friend who has been married for 6 years, also after, she also had 2 failed IVFs, but bottom line, the same month of April, she also conceived, and she just returned to give God praise for his mighty acts. Hallelujah. For every testimony we couldn't take, whether the ones recorded or the ones sent, I want to apologize, but it's time constraint. But we know that God is doing awesome things in our midst. At this moment, as grateful people, I want us to rise up on our feet, lift up our hands, and, let our heart connect to God as Pastor Gabriel Samuel take us further in worship.
Baradoso prondoshi abrahanda namakusi predoza dadash. Libronosi abandonosi keledenda lambosi e sharanonoza. Anananonkosi abranosi andoza. Lindendosa brandoja yadansi abrandoza dadash. Mankuriadosi predonda igezi atoja ya. Kinde nondi abradosi atonda la brondosia. Brando si prenosa ikazi antonosa pradoja ya dana mangonia pradosa ya dandeza piano pradoja ya dande de bosi ya dana. Can you just lift up your voice tonight this morning and just worship the King? Can you connect in the Spirit? Let your voice be heard this morning. Can you speak in the Spirit? Speak in the Spirit. Can you pray in the Spirit this morning? Let your soul connect with Him this morning. Kalebo shalada kazibrodozana. Alibro honde kiyato bahanda na makaziatoa. Aboshe ida donzi abrahanda nama. Brondo siprehenda kadia dadaba. Raise your hands to the heavens. We worship you this morning, oh God. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Oh, thank you. I enter the Holy of Holies. I enter through the blood of the Lamb. I enter to worship you only. I enter to honor thy name. I enter the Holy of Holies. Oh, Baradosha. I enter through the blood of the Lamb. I enter to worship you only. I enter to honor thy name. Lord, I worship you. Lord, raise your voice this morning. I worship you. Say, Lord, Lord, I raise my voice to you this morning. I worship you. We exalt you, Lamb of God. You that is called holy, righteous, redeeming Father, everlasting King. We come before your throne this morning. Say you are holy. You are holy. You are holy. You are Yahweh. 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 Alpha and Omega. You are Yahweh, Alpha and Omega. Raise your voice to the heaven and say, you are Yahweh. You are Yahweh. That is who you are. Lift up a voice and say, you are Yahweh. You are Yahweh. You are Yahweh. You are Yahweh, Alpha and Omega. We bow before your throne. You are Yahweh, Alpha and Omega. Raise your voice to the heaven. You are Yahweh.